Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. And Potomac gave what it needed to give. Let's get into it. All right, so before we get into anything, I gotta let y'all know everything in this video is alleged and my opinion, okay? It's my opinion, all right? So let me remind you guys.
Good for me. That's my opinion! Don't you get it? Why can't anybody have an opinion but you?
And I yell.
Do you not
How
get
do
it?
you know what's
That's
good
my
for
opinion.
me?
Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, all right, let's get into it. So we have the season 6, episode 1, Real Housewives of Potomac. If you guys don't know, I am a DMV resident. So this specific housewife series is very, very near and dear to my heart because I am a part of the area. Okay. So I was excited to see Mia. I was excited to see where everybody was, but I was sad that, of course, Monique wasn't going to be on this season. However, we got to move on, and I'm still, open minded to see what the season is going to be about. So, we come right off, starting off, Wendy starts the show doing the silhouette challenge. If you guys know, she was very smart because if you guys notice, Homegirl made sure she had some real clothes on. Because you know how they were saying with the silhouette challenge, people were actually, if you were really naked, there was a way for you to change the screen and actually see the person's naked body. So she was very smart. I peeped you, Wendy. I see you. You said, you know what? Y'all ain't about to see my naked ass. The only person gonna see me naked is this chocolate man that I'm married to. Okay, so I'm gonna put this good old nude outfit on under here. I either go with my little nude, whatever thing I got going on, but y'all ain't about to see this ass that I got done. But we're gonna talk about that later. Anyway, she does the silhouette challenge for her interlude party. Then she does this video and she sends it out to everybody, inviting them over because she wanted to show everybody, how she kind of did like this mommy makeover to, change her body or whatever, to just do something for herself. She kept talking about how she wanted to do something for herself, and she's breastfed 3 children for an entire year. So she wanted to make sure that she felt good and looked good, like looked her best. And I can appreciate that. I think that a lot of women feel some type of way and don't want to tell people that they've had surgery. If you got it, flaunt it and get it done. And be unapologetic about it. I'm just saying. So then it moves on to Juan and Robin in front of their new home that they're building, which, okay. Ashley and Michael are talking about there is 10 days before the new baby is to be delivered. So Ashley was talking to Michael about, how they haven't really been able to have sex for 4 months and all that good stuff. But now she want to have sex to get the baby out. So can you have sex or not, Ashley? I don't understand. I mean, I'm not a medical doctor by no means, but are you not having sex with this man out of convenience for yourself? I'm just saying. Don't be holding off on it. He out here, he be doing things out in these streets allegedly. So you might want to go ahead and do what you got to do. Okay, I'm just saying. But anyway, the baby is coming. They have little baby Dean, he's walking and just growing up right before our eyes. So they're talking about their relationship and how they've come a long way and how he's really, Michael's really settling into being a family guy, which he old is sin. You might as well stop humping around. I mean, I'm just saying, you just old now. Just stop. Be a family man because that's what you're old enough to do now. So I digress. Anyway, so then it moves on to Giselle. She showed up. She went to Candace's new home. Apparently, Candace bought a new home in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. And her stepchildren were there. Mateo and Naya, I think is what the little girl's name. So she shows her around the house. And I thought it was very interesting that Dorothy not only has a gigantic room, but a self portrait. in the room. I mean, I know I love myself, but I don't know if I'm loving myself that damn much in somebody else's house. I'm just saying. So, Giselle, of all people, why is she your first guest? Why? She must be excited to see the new home. She walks in, sees the children, just ready to go ahead and be annoying. So, I mean, we'll see how this relationship unravels throughout the season, but they get to chatting and talking, and then they're talking about Giselle's relationship with Jamal, if it's working out, how's it going. Candace is inquiring about it, and Giselle is like, well, the pandemic really took a toll on our relationship. We don't really see each other that much. But I'm like, I'm sure Jamal uses a lot of frequent flyer miles. He's going a lot of places, just apparently not to your house. So I don't think it's the pandemic. I think that it's you. And that's, just my opinion. So whatever, they're not working out for some reason. And as we all thought, it's a fake relationship, or I guess they're tired of the charade. So it's the gig is up. So she's now talking about how she wants to explore being single. Lady, you've been single. Okay? Cut the shit. You've been single. So, okay, moving on. Then the episode moves into Ray and Karen talking about their possible vow renewal, and they plan to do so through the pandemic. So they were saying, Ray was saying how he really just wants to have like a small ceremony, and they can utilize the pandemic to make sure that it's small and probably more cost effective for smaller people. But Karen is like, no, I want to, Karen, she got the head of production, child. So she is like, listen, you ain't about to rob me of my whole scene. Okay. So we going to do it, and we going to do it right. Okay. So they also discuss, Ray and Karen also discuss the hope of her and Giselle's relationship. And Karen just said, X marks the spot of no. Okay. I will not be entertained in this heifer in any capacity at any time. I'm totally done with her. And that is just not something that I'm interested in revisiting. So Ray is hopeful that they'll get their relationship back together and, hopefully find a way for them to move forward. But judging by how this episode went, I don't know, Ray. Karen might be really done. So I'm just saying. So then it shows Wendy walking into the surgeon's office. Her husband was kind enough to take off to go and support her. The surgeon checks on her boobs and her tummy tuck, which she don't want to tell nobody that she got. I guess she want to make it up that she ain't had no, all she had was her boobs done, but whatever. Listen, like I said before, if you got the money to do it and you got it done, just say that. Let me tell y'all something. I am so tired of the day of the Instagram and Facebook models or influencers that are so called models, and they've gotten their butts and guts done and their boobs and all this other jazz. But you're trying to sell us weight loss programs. Wendy, don't be that girl. Don't be that girl. We know you got your ass done because you was squatting and nothing was happening last season, sis. Okay, you was looking like you was walking away like a flat board. All right. So I'm just saying, we not dumb, sis. We don't have to have 4 degrees to see that you ain't had no ass. All right. So just don't be lying to people. Just go and tell the people you got your ass done. It looks good. Okay. It looks really good. The legs match the butt. All right. A lot of people look like they wearing a diaper. You don't. Kudos. Great doctor. He did a good job. Just don't lie. Stop lying. Okay? We saw it. Anyway, moving on. So she's talking about, she got like a little mommy makeover because she, like I said, she breastfed for a whole year each of her children. So you work hard, you play hard, you do what's best for you. Okay? And be unapologetic about it. That's all I'm saying. So the next scene shows Juan and Robin going to a juice bar. Juan has been on like this really healthy kick. I remember even last season, Robin was like vegan for a little bit, but still cheating and eating meat sometimes. I remember that in the last, if I'm remembering that properly, she was a vegan for a little bit, and they have been trying to really teach their sons to live a healthier lifestyle, which I think is very important because I am a health coach, and I feel that unhealthy adults were because they happened because we were unhealthy children. We weren't taught the proper way to eat healthy and do take care of our bodies, things like that. That stuff grows up in you. So Juan is really wanting to take the reins and making sure that the kids are healthy and they're doing what they're supposed to do to take care of their bodies. And he wants Robin to be a participant in doing so. He expresses his dismay with her sleeping in all day and not getting her day started until 2 o'clock and ordering Chick-fil-A for the boys daily. He requires a healthier lifestyle for their family and wants to have more children, preferably girls. Okay. They got them two knucklehead little boys, so they want to have them some girls, child. Okay, but the clock is Robin saying, look, I'm 41, the clock is ticking. If we're gonna do this, we need to get married, and yeah, we can get on it. But he's also saying, how you gonna take care of a kid if you can't even get your ass out the bed until 2 o'clock? This it's not working hand in hand. But Robin is also saying, listen, the pandemic has happened. I'm a little depressed sometimes. This stuff can get me in a different mindset and really make me feel defeated, like I'm not good enough, or, it's putting me in a depressed state. And I can see that the relationship is, it's struggling. We need some help. And sometimes, I can be like that sometimes too. You're so depressed and things are, everything seems to be going wrong and you don't know what to do. And sometimes you just shut down. But in this situation, you guys have made strides and gone a long way. This isn't the time to shut down. This is the time to have a conversation. Let your man know, listen, I am depressed or whatever, or I need some help with XYZ. I'm not motivated, whatever. You guys need to be communicating. That's what it is. And getting up at 2 o'clock ain't what it is, what it ain't. You can't be doing that. So if he's obviously expressing to you what he doesn't like that you're doing, you guys need to really, really take that head on and discuss it and dead it and move on. Okay. Candace and Chris are in the kitchen talking to Naya and Mateo, Chris's kids, doing homework and making dinner. Candace is working with Naya to do her homework, and then Mateo kind of steps in. And, Candace and Chris, I thought it was kind of funny. It kind of went over to their interview screen with just the two of them, and he was asking her, are you ready to have children? And she was like, I just don't like penises. Well, bitch, how are you fucking your husband? What? I thought people get married so they don't gotta use condoms. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's none of my business. But girl, you can't be scared of the dick now. Okay? That's your husband. Take that dick and get over it. Grow up. All right? Grow the hell up. Take the dick and get pregnant, whatever you want to do. If you ain't ready to be pregnant, I get it. You're in school and doing all this stuff and all them things. But you can't be grown as hell scared of a dick. I'm just saying. But that's just my opinion. All right, moving on. Everyone's at Wendy's, arrives at Wendy's home, and Karen comes with the new girl, Mia, which I was excited to see how she was going to interact with the group. Before Karen and Mia got there, they were in the car, and just kind of Karen giving her the breakdown on all the girls and just really just letting her know the real tea on how everybody probably gonna act when she walk up in the building. Okay. Um, they briefly, when Mia gets there, they briefly discuss the after we did some arithmetic, the 32-year age gap with Mia and her husband. He's 68 and she is 36. But in the beginning, Mia said there was a 38-year age gap. She's 36, but she said he was 68. So the math didn't work out. And Robin was good for something. She really don't never have nothing to say and nothing to contribute. But she was the human calculator this time. So she did jump in and, good job, Robin. You helped out with that. All right. So we came up with the calculation of 32 years in the age gap. All right. So I feel like Mia is really 38. and she not 36 because she don't want to be closer to 40 like she is. That's just my opinion. I feel like that's where the 38 came from. She really 38 and don't want us to know that. But sis, whatever. It's your world. You cute. Do what you want to do. All right. Um, so they all move over to the table after the arithmetic session, child. Okay. Wendy reveals, well, after, talking for what seemed to be 50 minutes and dragging on and on and on and not getting it out as to why the hell they were even there in the first place. She finally reveals, I had surgery, okay? And they're like, oh, okay. She's like, I had some tweaks and this, that, and the third or whatever. And she reveals what she had done. She shows her boobs and tells everybody the names for her, left and right boob. I can't remember the name she gave it, and I didn't write it down because I probably didn't really care. But anyway, moving on. They're at the table, and Mia asks at the table if, Wendy was sure that her boobs was all that she got done. Because, Mia seems like the resident expert on surgery, and she has businesses where, all of this is her job. This is her business. So she can probably spot it a mile away when a bitch is lying about her BBL. Okay. I'm just saying. So she said, are you sure you just got your boobs done, girl? I'm just saying, I just want to double check because I'm seeing some things. It's looking a little extra done, okay? And I don't know you like that, but I know you got more than your damn boobs done, girl. So Wendy seems offended. And she says, you look like you had a lot of work done. What have you had done? First of all, Wendy, you ain't got to do her all like this, okay? Bitch, you did get more than your boobs done. Don't be mad because she done plucked your whole card. Okay, just be like, all right, y'all. I was just playing. I got my butt and my stomach done too. So what y'all think? Don't it look good? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come for the new girl like that because she ain't sent for you. All right, and she definitely peeped your whole card. So just knock it off. All right, moving on. So Mia proceeds to tell her, oh, if you scared, say you scared. I'm not. All right. So let me tell you what I got done. Let me give you this rap sheet real quick. Unapologetically, she said, I got Botox fillers. I've got my tits done. I got a tummy tuck. I got my butt done. And I even got my clit done. Child. She dropped the damn mic on that one. Her damn clit. Honey. That is very sensitive. Listen. That's rich people stuff right there. Getting your clit done. All right. You's a rich woman. That's a rich black woman. That's a rich white woman stuff that she got done. So she got some real coins getting her clit done. Go ahead, Mia. Use a bad mamma jamma. Okay. So she was very unapologetic and she was like, yes, this is what I got done. And I'm just real with mine. Basically, you over here making it up and lying. I ain't got to lie. So then it moves on to the real scene. Okay. Giselle uses this as an opportunity because Wendy goes on. Someone brings up how we need to figure out a way for as a group to really, squash any old beefs and really just come together as a unit. And then Giselle says, well, I don't know how we're going to be able to do that because I can't stand Karen. And then Karen's like, okay, and I can't stand your ass either. I'm like, what does she expect Karen to say? Does she think Karen was just going to sit back and let her talk shit about her? So then Giselle uses this as an opportunity to try to give her little lackluster read, child. She goes on to say how Karen, she gonna put Karen's business in the streets and talk about how her husband, how she cheated on her husband, how she broke, and how Ray doesn't love her, and all this stuff. Child, can you come on with something different? I said, come on, somebody. Can you come on with something different, Giselle? Was that a read? We done already been through this. Ray said, he, didn't know if he was in love. We saw that. Yeah, we saw that last season. We saw the bankruptcy. We saw that. We saw the cheating rumors of her allegedly, having some other guy, and that was false. That was a falsity. So you bringing up old shit. Yeah. You bringing up old shit. I want y'all. I'm gonna give y'all this little tidbit about Miss Giselle because she has some real things that people don't know about her. I want y'all to go to Monique Samuel's channel, Tea with Monique, and I want you to watch all of the binder time stories. Okay, you gonna learn some things about Miss Giselle and her hot box that Karen talked about. And that's all I'm gonna say. Go on the tea with Monique and get you some education on that there hot box. Cause Karen definitely brought her hot box up. And she also talked about her going to Sing. Okay, so that I don't know if that's like a DMV term or whatever the case may be, but Sing is code for the crazy house. Okay, so apparently Giselle was so depressed, allegedly, over Pastor Holy Whore that she went to the crazy house for a stint. Okay, and there's also, and she talked about her being a hoe from Hampton. Watch Binder Time Stories. You're going to see Miss Giselle did some things in college. She made some people do some things to be initiated into some things, allegedly. I'm not going to say no more. Go to Binder Time Stories and learn you something, okay? Just tell Monique I sent you. All right, so that's going to be interesting. I am actually excited for somebody to finally put her business out there because she has been so busy coming for everybody else and trying to dig up all the dirt on everybody else. And she really came to that table thinking she was about to really stick it to Karen. And Karen gave her a boulder back, rolled over that ass. Okay. So, tea with Monique, guys. Binder Time Stories. Go ahead and learn you something on all these hoes up on this show. You gonna learn some stuff. All right, moving on to Married to Medicine. Okay. So this was really interesting. This was reunion part 2. Okay. Most of this reunion has really been centered around Contessa and Scott's marriage and where it really is. Okay. And I really, honestly, I'm married as well. And I really hate to see when a marriage is in, chaos and, people just don't seem to be on the same page. I feel like Scott is just really very immature and he's not listening to Contessa. Like she's saying, listen, let's go get help. Let's go to counseling. And he's just not listening. So the episode starts where Quad talks about how Contessa went to school to give Scott time to get himself together and for her to gain more credentials to move on from Scott and be better equipped to take care of her children alone financially, because they went into why Contessa went to school, the entire separation with Scott, what that's all about. And Scott pretty much comes out here and, he hears all of this and he's thinking that she's saying, oh, I'm leaving you. Like, this is done. And he's thinking, oh, I thought this was just our time to like fix things. So Scott in the back about to roll out. He done grabbed his bag and about to leave. And I'm like, if this is your wife and you love her and you want to try to make this thing work, why is your the first thing you do is to run away all the damn time like a scared little ass boy? You a grown ass man and you a freaking doctor, okay? You are very intelligent. If you don't take your grown ass in there and get your woman and do what you're supposed to do and stop acting like a little Mitch, I'm just saying that just burns me up how he always just running away like a scared little child. That's not going to help you to mend anything in any relationship when you're constantly running away. Because when you run away, that means you don't give a damn. That means you don't give a damn. In my opinion, you don't give a good goddamn about what the hell is going on. I'm just saying. So moving right along, Scott tries to, we talked about Scott tries to leave. Curtis is actually the one that stops him, which I thought was interesting. Okay. Curtis has been in so much hot water that I guess he like, listen, it ain't about me this time, but I don't want to see you be fucked up, man. So let's just come on back, go out there and get your girl. Okay. And he went on the stage and was basically like he felt blindsided, but misinterpreted what Quad and Contessa were saying. That's basically what he did. Contessa makes it clear she is going crazy in a marriage and she wants to go to counseling. Scott seems to dance around questions about women in his DMs and changing Contessa's name in his phone to girlfriend. And Contessa has a huge breakdown where she feels like Scott is not listening and they are just going through the motions. They have very different views on what marriage looks like. Okay. Contessa's basically like, this is not what I think marriage is supposed to be. I'm really trying to figure this thing out. I've been going to counseling by myself, but I can't fix our marriage by myself. I need him to participate in our healing, basically. And she was saying that's really my main requirement of you, to participate in fixing anything that's happening in our marriage, because we have 3 children that we have to think about. And she said, Contessa also said both of them kind of grew up in seeing toxic relationships. So they vowed that they didn't want to show that, have their children experience that, which I can totally understand. I want to make sure, me personally, I had a very good childhood, and I want to make sure that I copy that for my son. Fortunately enough, me and my husband come from 2-parent households, both of us. So we had some really good examples, but in any situation where you're growing up, you always want to take the good and leave the bad. Everybody has something going on that they want to repeat in their situation, I'm sure. So she doesn't want to take that into her marriage and rearing her children. But it's getting tough because that can drive you crazy, where you're trying and trying and trying, and somebody just seems to do everything they can to tear you down. So I want to show you guys. Actually, I don't think I'm able to pull it up on my other screen. All right, anyway. So it goes on to Contessa and all the women. They are going off stage. Before they go off stage, Toya is asking Scott questions. So it's Heavenly. They're talking about the DMs and all this stuff about these women DMing him, and he's denying it, saying that he doesn't even know anything about DMs, and he doesn't, basically just trying to play like he's oblivious. But Scott, we just saw you um showing your little friends, the other husbands, the picture of the receptionist that you was potentially wanting to hire, and she was in your DMs. So you know how to work the DMs, sir. Stop playing. Stop. Stop. Okay. So moving on. They go in the back, and Contessa has a huge breakdown. Jackie brings up her Instagram. Okay. And a lot of people have been talking about Contessa's Instagram, saying how, are you and Scott really going through problems? Because we see you guys on vacation with the kids and doing all these things. And she's like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do if I'm supposed to be working on my marriage? Do you want me to look like I don't want to be here, or act, like I don't want to fix the marriage? Like, what is this? What is working on it supposed to look like? And I get where she's coming from. It's like, this is my marriage. Y'all mind your business. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out what my new normal is. I'm trying to work with this man because obviously she loves him and she wants to try to make her family work, but she's trying to make sure that she don't lose herself in the process. Okay. And she wants to make sure that her children can properly navigate through this whole situation. So as a mother, it's just really, I can't even imagine, what she's going through right now. So, Contessa insinuates that Jackie is making it seem like it's her fault and that things are going bad, which I don't think Jackie was insinuating that it was Contessa's fault. I do think that Contessa was kind of just releasing on Jackie at that moment. Like, she's just really, you can tell that this woman is very broken and she is really going through it. And she just needs her friends to just be there for her right now. They need to rally around her like they're doing, like they're trying to do, and just try to help to move forward as best as possible. Okay. um so anyway, Toya takes, Quad comes over and she's like talking to um Quad comes over and she's talking to Contessa, and she's trying to, make some sense of everything, and trying to make Contessa feel better. And Contessa is just like, I don't know what to do, guys. Like, I've tried everything that I can do, and it's just not working. It's just not freaking working. Okay. And hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pull up this photo here. So you can see where Quad is like rallying around Contessa and just, really just trying to show her some love. And when Quad was on the stage, she actually was really just trying to be a mouthpiece for Contessa, because it seems like Contessa is just so broken that she can't even seem to find her own words to defend herself. It's just like, she needs somebody to really just dissect how she's feeling and interpret it, because she can't seem to make Scott understand anything. And I feel like it's kind of like that battered woman syndrome, because I feel like Scott came out there onto the stage to stop her from discussing things. In my opinion, I feel like, he doesn't really want anybody to know what's going on in their marriage. And he's content with pretending like everything is okay. And I just really don't understand how he can really be comfortable doing that. It's just, it's unbelievable. And like I said, I just pray for them. And it was really shocking for me to see Toya come to Contessa's rescue. Like, you could see Toya going and following Contessa into the room in the back, and they're talking. And then, Contessa and Toya had their little spat throughout the season, but it seemed like Toya really just came along to be there for her. She came in the back and was really just talking to her and saying, how she really, really wants them to get it together and how she loves them, and how she just really wants to be there for her in any way that she can. And Contessa gets up and gives her a hug and tells her, thank you, that's what I really needed from you as my friend. I just really need my friends to be there for me. And it's just tough. It's very, very tough. Recently I've seen on Instagram Contessa has been in LA visiting some of the Married to Medicine cast in LA, and hanging out, with them. And I don't know, maybe she's taking some necessary me time to find herself. And she said, she did make a comment when she was talking to the ladies, that I know it's not about me. It's just about my kids, and this and that third. No, it's about you. You are the one living your life. You can't live and do everything for everybody else, because if you're so busy trying to do and be for everybody else, you lose yourself in the process. And I feel like, from what I'm seeing on her Instagram page currently, she's learning to find herself. And I'm praying for them. I really hope that they pull through. So the discussion moves on. Everybody gets back on stage, and they start to talk about Simone and Jackie's relationship, which I find is very interesting. They went through old scenes where they weren't talking, then they started talking again. They said they were in a better place now, but Heavenly and Quad basically called BS on it. And Quad asked, what is the real reason they don't talk? What is the real reason, and why haven't they dealt with it? You know what, Quad? You need them cards, girl. Quad was asking the hard but certainly needed questions, okay? Because for me, like with Jackie and Simone's relationship, this has always been one that has been very, very up and down. Simone, she responds by yelling at Jackie and talking about the dinner with Buffy and how she didn't like how she approached the apology, which we all thought that was real stank, how Jackie apologized to Buffy. I mean, ain't no way to put no salt and sugar on that together to make it sweet, okay? There's no way to do that. Jackie, you were dead wrong how you apologized. But I get what she's saying, because Jackie said, you defend the hell out of Toya, whether she is dead wrong or not. And that kind of makes me see why Jackie seemingly throughout the season was like done with Toya. She was just like, I'm just over Toya and her antics and her behaviors. I can't deal with her. But I think that was like hidden anger that she was misdirecting towards Toya, because she feels like her friend Simone, that she cherishes so much, was protecting Toya all the time, but doesn't defend her, good, bad, or indifferent. And then Simone gets mad when Jackie is defending Heavenly, good, bad, or indifferent, trying to be a good friend. So it just seems like they needed to have a discussion about, listen, Jackie, you can't tell me how to be a good friend, when or when not to be a good friend to somebody else. And I should be allowed to tell you when you dead ass wrong, and you should be able to accept it. Also, Jackie should be able to tell Simone to mind her goddamn business and don't be telling her she can't hang out with Heavenly or they can't be friends. You can't choose my friends, sis. I'm sorry. I know we've been through a lot together, but what you're not about to do is tell me who to be friends with because I ain't tell you to stop being friends with Buffy. I'm just saying. Okay. Even though Jackie was dead motherfucking wrong for what she did with Buffy because that's not none of your business. And even Buffy was on her channel and, allegedly, but look at her channel and see. She said that Simone actually told Jackie about her infertility issues. Okay. So y'all go to Buffy's channel and you'll see where she reveals all of that over there. Okay. So, but I don't like how Simone always yelling at people. Like she's definitely probably one of those people that talk a whole lot of shit and ain't got no hands. Ain't never been in a fight in your life. Always talking shit. It's always those females that's just always talking a whole mouthful of shit. But you couldn't bust a grape. Couldn't bust a grape. Always yelling. I'm like, there has to be another way, Simone, for you to communicate with people. Then she talks about how she, writes people off, and when she falls hard, she falls. When she falls bad in relationships with people, like it's hard for her to find her way back. Well, as a doctor, you should know how to problem solve a lot better than you do, sis. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Grow the hell up, Simone. You are a very grown ass lady and you are falling out in relationships with people, falling out on the floor, throwing tantrums and yelling at people. You need to learn how to handle your anger and just have better behavior. You are very nasty. And it's a lot of people that say that you're just such a kind person. You check on them and you do this, that, and the third. It's hard for me to believe that you display healthy relationships with people when this is how you treat them when the relationship is in turmoil. You and Jackie have been friends for years. This should simply be a conversation. You guys should simply deal with this stuff and move on. Y'all too goddamn old to be doing this dumb tomfoolery. I'm just saying. So you ignoring her and all this, that, and the third, and not inviting her to your son's graduation party, but you invite Anila? Yeah, shady. And tried it. That's it. Moving on. So then Simone and Jackie come to a conclusion where they're going to try to work on it and do better. Um, Simone even says she's going to try to work on things with Heavenly, which I just really can't wrap my mind around why she has to. If you don't like Heavenly, you don't like Heavenly. If you like Heavenly, like her and move on. Like I'm sure Heavenly don't give a damn either way. But Heavenly seemed to be a good friend to you. She was there for you and you want to hold her or pin her to the cross forever for some dumb stuff. Just move on. Y'all on this show together. Just be friends and knock it the hell off. Like I said, y'all too damn old to be acting like this. I just can't. So moving on. Simone supposed to hang out with Heavenly for her 50th birthday because she ain't go to her party because she was scheduled to work, whatever. Do you, boo boo? Y'all hang out, work it out. Y'all old biddies just knock it the hell off. Okay. So anyway, the guys come out and they talked about photos and phones and DMs and how husband 101, you're not supposed to have none of that stuff going on. But your friend Scott, he got all this stuff going on. Okay. And Scott is a liar. I'm just so sorry. The men were over there trying to defend their little friend, but he is trifling. I mean, Scott really, I'm sorry. He has some real growing up to do. He really, really does. For this man to be as intelligent as he is very stupid. Okay. He doesn't seem to want to do what it takes to do better in his relationship. Okay. He doesn't. He's sitting out here with the men. They're, like I said, doing their best, their darndest to try to protect him and give him some advice, make him see the forest for the trees in his marriage. But he just is so busy trying to make excuses for his tomfoolery that he just don't want to tell the truth. So they go into, talking about the DMs and Curtis, Lord. You know, everybody said that you should basically delete the DMs, block the person, or tell them I'm married, leave me the hell alone, and block the person. Curtis, dumbass, says maybe not block them right away, but you tell them, Curtis, listen, you already been in a hot boiling pan of water, sir. You might not want to get back in it. But he did have the saving grace where he says, you know what? Listen, I don't even have social media, so I'm not about to be a part of this. So it is what it is. I don't have social media. I'm not gonna get no social media, and that's that. Moving right along. So then they go into discussing the life coach. Okay. This was just, to me, I don't know. I don't know. So Contessa's husband Scott goes on to say that he made up the life coach just to piss Contessa off. Okay. He wanted to make it seem like he was going to a life coach before her, so that, she could feel, I don't know. I can't even repeat it, y'all. It sounds so damn stupid. Okay. I can't even do it. Okay. So yeah, that's that. So it ends with Andy saying, do you guys believe that? Because they all said, yeah, he told us the story, and we were pretty invested, and we believed him. And Andy's like, you believe that? So I guess we're gonna go into Married to Medicine reunion part 3, talking about Scott's stupidity some more. Okay. Listen, I don't know. I am hoping that their marriage gets it together. I'm praying for them because nobody wants to see a family broken up. Absolutely not. And it's really a blessing to see how all of the friends are rallying around them and really like wrapping their arms around them and trying to get their marriage, back together, and help them to find some happiness and clarity in whatever is to be for them in the future. So I'm praying for them. I hope everything works out. Um, I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Are they going to get a divorce? What's happening? What y'all think about Miss Mia? What y'all think about Miss Wendy and this here before and after? She trying to say she ain't really have nothing done, but ma'am, we can see very much so that there's some things going on. What y'all think about this feud between Giselle and Karen? How is that going to go? And Miss Mia. Okay, she is bomb diggity. I have, you know what? I'm hopeful. I am hopeful that you, like I said, I miss Monique terribly. Oh my gosh, I miss Monique. Oh, the whole episode, I was like, why, Monique? You could have came back. You and Wendy and Karen could have teamed up against the other women and just moved on. And Ashley too. Y'all could have just really stuck it to them together. But you know what? She had to do what she had to do. So Mia, you got to come through, sis. Like, you really got to come through. All right, y'all. Well, thank you guys for watching. Tune in for my next review. I'm going to be talking about the Real Housewives of New York, and I'll be talking about Below Deck tomorrow after watching the episode from tonight. And tune in for more food videos, workout with me live, and more reality tea. So I'll holla. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.